Hey, 49ers faithful! We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates on our beloved San Francisco 49ers. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit that like button. This way, you'll never miss any breaking news or exciting updates about the Niners. Guys, what if I told you the unthinkable just happened? What if I told you that the heart and soul of the Rams defense, the face of their franchise, the man who terrorized quarterbacks for a decade, just switched sides? I'm not talking about a minor team shuffle here. This is nuclear level stuff. The buzz is real, and multiple sources are whispering that Aaron Donald, yes, the Aaron Donald, is heading up north to join the San Francisco 49ers. That's right. One of the greatest defensive players ever might be trading in the horns for the red and gold. It's still developing. Nothing's confirmed by the teams yet, but where there's smoke, especially this much smoke, there's usually fire. And let me tell you, this would send shockwaves through the entire NFL. Now, let's break this down because it's hard to believe. Donald retired, or so we thought. He walked away at the top of his game, a Super Bowl champ, a multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year, and the kind of guy who didn't need to prove anything else. He was a Ram through and through. Loyalty, legacy, leadership, all of it tied to LA. But something's clearly shifted behind the scenes. Rumors started popping up just a few weeks ago. Aaron had been spotted training in Northern California. At first, people brushed it off as off-season conditioning or maybe mentoring. But now, the whispers have grown into full-blown conversations in league circles, and insiders are saying he's not done. He's just changing jerseys. And here's where it gets really wild. Word is the 49ers were in talks with the Rams front office. In complete secrecy. They knew this had to be airtight. No leaks, no premature info slipping to the media. Apparently, the deal was being drafted as early as March, right after Donald's retirement announcement. The Rams, feeling the heat from cap issues and a full rebuild mode, may have seen this as a way to honor Donald's wishes while also getting something huge in return. I mean, think about it. How often do you get to trade a legend and still come out with valuable draft capital? But to a division rival? That's what makes this borderline insane. But let's be honest, if there's any team bold enough, aggressive enough, and with a defense already loaded enough to make this move work, it's the San Francisco 49ers. Their front office has been known to make splash moves before. Think about it. Adding Aaron Donald to a D-line that already includes Nick Bosa and Fred Warner behind him. That's not just strengthening a defense. That's turning it into a literal nightmare factory. Offensive coordinators across the NFC are going to lose sleep over this. Imagine facing Donald and Bosa coming off each edge with nowhere to run and no time to throw. It's every quarterback's worst dream and Kyle Shanahan's ultimate revenge weapon. Now, before Rams fans burn their jerseys and jump ship, let's try to understand the psychology here. From Donald's perspective, this isn't betrayal. It might be a farewell on his terms. If he truly felt the Rams were entering a rebuild and did have another Super Bowl run in them anytime soon, why not go out on top and quietly set the stage for one last shot with a contending team? It makes sense. San Francisco is right there. Stacked roster, elite coaching, and always just a few plays short of the big one. With Donald on board, that gap could finally close. He might be chasing one more ring, and this time with a new army behind him. Now here's another wrinkle. Contract details. Allegedly, this deal isn't your typical post-retirement re-signing. From what insiders are leaking, this could be a restructured mega deal, incentivized for 1 or 2 years max, giving Donald the flexibility to call it quits again if things don't pan out. It's low risk for him. And if the Niners get even 80% of prime Aaron Donald, that's still better than 99% of the league. And let's be real, he's probably still training like a machine. You won't just forget how to destroy offensive lines because you hung up the cleats for 5 months. The man is a beast. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. And if you're wondering how Rams fans are reacting, it's chaos. Social media's on fire. Reddit threads are exploding. LA Sports Radio has gone DEFCON 1 and jersey burning. Videos are starting to surface. But strangely, there's also a weird tone of respect. Donald gave everything to that franchise. He helped bring a Lombardi back to LA. Maybe fans aren't mad at him, they're just mad at the reality of the NFL. Loyalty gets complicated when your team is rebuilding and your star player still has gas in the tank. It's painful, but it's business. And Donald? He's chasing greatness. Again, let's not forget the legacy implications. If Aaron Donald helps the 49ers, how could the 49ers win a Super Bowl, especially over the Rams or in the same NFC playoff bracket, it changes everything. He becomes one of the rare few to win titles with two division rivals, and that would rewrite the narrative around his retirement. From he walked away early to he pulled off the greatest final chapter in defensive history. It would also put pressure on the Rams front office to justify letting him go, because if he dominates in red and gold, LA's rebuild will look like they gave up the crown too early. Of course, the league isn't going to stay quiet about this. Execs are furious. Coaches are panicking. The NFC arms race just went nuclear. Donald joining San Francisco could shift the entire balance of power in the conference. The Eagles, Cowboys, even the Lions, all of them now have to rethink protection schemes, draft strategies, and playoff projections. Vegas odds are already shifting, and you can bet ticket prices in Santa Clara are about to spike. This is more than a player trade. It's a seismic shift in the NFL landscape, and everyone's watching what happens next. So where does this leave us? We wait. The official announcement hasn't dropped yet, but all signs point to this being real. The chatter's too loud, the source is too consistent, and when a legend like Aaron Donald moves, the earth shakes. It's not confirmed, but it feels inevitable. If the 49ers, who is here though, the 49ers pull this off, we might be witnessing one of the most shocking, brilliant, and controversial moves in NFL history. Stay tuned, because if this bombshell turns out to be true, we are entering a whole new era of football. And trust me, it's going to be wild. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.